Stranded at the drive-in, branded a fool. What will they say Monday at school?
Hi, welcome to my channel. This is California Unearthed. This channel is going to be about my adventures right around the Shasta County Redding area for right now. Hopefully I will be pushing outside of this area soon and shooting a little bit more, but for right now there's plenty of stuff here in Shasta County and Redding to film and to get out to you guys. I'm not going to be doing this alone. My daughter's going to be helping me out. So this is not going to be a weekly thing or a monthly. I'm going to try to do something every other weekend, maybe once a month. I haven't decided yet, but I thought I'd get the first one out there for right now and see how we do. So for our first adventure out and about in the Redding area, I thought it'd be kind of cool to go out and hit up a couple of the old drive-ins that we had here in Redding at one point in time. We lost our last drive-in around 1992, 93. I believe it was 93, but I'm not 100% sure on that. And that was the Starlight Drive-In on Market Street. We also had the Sky-Vue Drive-In on the Hilltop Drive. So those were our two drive-ins here in Redding. But Shasta County, we also had two other drive-ins. One was in Bernie. It was a Mount Bernie drive-in, and one in Mount Shasta. And I have not gotten a whole lot of information on either one of them. And yes, I know Mount Shasta is not Shasta County. It's actually Siskiyou County. But I still count that. It's still close enough. So anyway, I thought I'd give you guys a little bit of a background on the drive-in, where we got it, where it came from, real quick. It was a gentleman from New Jersey, Camden, New Jersey. His name was Richard Hollinshead. And what he ended up doing is putting a projector on the hood of a car and a screen in between a couple of TVs with a radio system behind the screen for the sound. And the reason why he did this was to come up with a new way to make his mother comfortable watching movies. She wasn't comfortable sitting in theaters to watch a movie, so this was his way of making her comfortable, and she loved it. She enjoyed it. So he came up with a patent in May of 1933, opened up his first, what he called Park Inn, in 1933 as well, a month later, so in June of 1933. And that went on until 1949 when he lost his patent. And I don't know why he lost the patent. It got revoked. I wasn't able to find that information out anywhere. But after 1949, Park Inns became drive-ins, and they started popping up all over the country. About 5,000 of them by the early mid-1960s. I think we're down to probably less than 400 now. They do still exist in some places, just not here in Redding. But there is a gentleman out there who's trying to get a drive-in built here in Redding once again. I believe it was the Redding Drive-In Project, something like that. It's on Facebook. And so I found that, and that was a couple of years ago. And he hasn't been successful yet. But hopefully he can be. I think that'd be kind of a cool thing to do. But drive-ins are starting to get a little bit of a resurgence nowadays. I know Jimmy Buffett did a concert at the Coyote Drive-In in Fort Worth, Texas, a couple of years ago, and had it syndicated to other drive-ins around the country, kind of a live syndication. A buddy of mine went to the one in San Bernardino. So it's kind of getting a revergence in life. So anyway, so that's what we're going to do today. Go check out the old sites of the drive-ins here in Redding, and like for you to come join us. I think we're going to have a good time. All right, this is the former site of Sky-Vue Drive-In. This Marie Callender's right in front of us. Apologize for any traffic noise. Next few videos after this should be a little bit better quality. Be getting the microphone. Oxford Suites and Logan's Roadhouse. That's all part of the old drive-in that used to be here. The screen itself, from what I gather, was right here where Marie Callender's is at, and trees lined Hilltop Drive and Mistletoe. I don't know where the entrance was. If anybody does, please comment down below. Let me know, or let us all know. I do not know when Marie Callender's and Oxford Suites came in. I do know Logan's was built probably around 91, 92, somewhere in there. It was not Logan's when it was first built. It was actually Sizzler. Sizzler used to be over on Athens Avenue, and they moved to this location around 91, and then shortly after they closed, and that became Logan's Roadhouse. So we're going to go over across the street and see what we can find, if there's any remnants of this old drive-in. So we are now in the back lot of Logan's parking lot. I didn't want to give you too many details back over on Hilltop, just because it's kind of hard to hear with the traffic and everything. But once again, this was Sky-Vue Drive-In. It was opened up in around 1960. The Smith family opened it up. They came from the Medford area, moved here around 1955, and opened up the Sky-Vue Theater in 1960. This was here until 1981 is when it was shut down. I believe it was 500 cars that it held here. Yes. Yes, 500? Yeah. Okay, so yeah, 500 cars, not cards. So we're gonna do a quick little video around here. There's a little gravel spot here with some railroad ties. And this is about the only thing left from the original drive-in. Alright, so here's the gravel parking lot, or parking section I was telling you about with the railroad ties. This is about the only thing left from the original drive-in. You can see the walls slanted there. That was also from the original drive-in. We're, like I said, behind Logan's Roadhouse right now. But yeah, this is about the only thing left. I don't know what was here. I'm assuming it was the concession area, but I don't know for sure. So let's take a little walk over this way, behind Oxford Suites and Marie Callender's. And like I said, this place closed 1981. And the main reason why the drive-in started shutting down in the early 80s to mid 80s was the fact that the video store rental places were starting to open up at that time. And you could rent movies and videos and start watching them at home. So the whole luxury and novelty of watching a movie in your car kind of died out. But recently it's starting to get a little bit of a revival again. So this all is the old part of the drive-in. We are now back behind Oxford Suites, behind Marie Callender's. So that's about where the screen would have been located, somewhere in that area right there. I have seen old photographs of this area. It was all grass and trees. It wasn't paved, nothing like that. That's why I'm assuming that graveled area was kind of the spot for a concession stand area, just because it was graveled. But these old drive-ins, basically, it was a family atmosphere. They had playgrounds, they had food, they had whatever you wanted. So a lot of people would come out to these drive-ins a couple hours before it got dark and just hang out and play cards, play games. Kids would play in the playgrounds. We are heading down Miracle Mile as we speak. This is the view that you'd usually get on a Friday, Saturday evening going to the drive-in. As we turn the corner here, there it is. And if you looked off to the left, you would see the big screen of the Sky-Vue Drive-In. No, I'm sorry, not Sky-Vue, but Starlight. So Miracle Mile, this is old Highway 99. Back in the 50s, when this drive-in was in existence, this is all lit up with neon. The Lim's Cafe sign is in neon. There's a farmer market, which used to be Shasta View Market and then Holiday Market before they shut down. And then also the sign for the Starlight Drive-In was in neon as well. And the one thing I forgot to mention, the reason why these drive-ins failed, like I said, number one was the invention of the DVD and the video store. But another one was the price of real estate. Like up there on Hilltop, the price of real estate was getting expensive, and so people could make more money putting in Marie calendars and Logans and Oxford Suites than they could running the drive-in. And so that's what they did. We're turning left like we're going to Turtle Bay in the river trail, and this was the entrance to the drive-in. So off here to the left was the entrance of the drive-in. This is all tree lined at one time as well. And now it's all part of Turtle Bay. All right, so we're now sitting in what used to be the Starlight Drive-In, which is now part of Turtle Bay. I believe Turtle Bay and McCollum Foundation owns all this now. The Starlight Drive-In, this was a little bit bigger. It opened first. It opened 1955. And I believe United Artists, the company, started this one. This wasn't a privately owned like the other one on Hilltop. This one held, I believe, 700 cars, Sam?
700.
Yeah, 700 cars. This is a little bit bigger drive-in. This is the drive-in I went to before they shut down. I moved here in 1990. I came here, I believe, 90, 91. Saw a couple double features with the family. But yeah, so I'm going to kind of flip the camera around so you guys can see what this looks like. We're going to do a little bit of walking around. All right, so we're going to kind of walk around a little bit here and see if we can find any remnants of this old drive-in. I doubt we will. Just because Turtle Bay has done a good job of fixing this place up. They have a bunch of buildings, either educational type buildings, close to the road. And what they've done is they've built an arboretum, very beautiful arboretum where part of the drive-in used to be. I have a friend of mine with me today, other than Sam, who just informed me that she used to come out here from Weaverville and go to this drive-in. I think the last drive-in movie she came to see was
Lost Boys and Witches of Eastwick.
Lost Boys and Witches of Eastwick. And she made a very good point, is that after the drive-in, they would go then and hit the cruise, downtown cruise. So if you guys have not been out here, this is the first time I've been out in this area and for quite a few years. They have done quite a lot of work out here. It looks great. Looks wonderful. There's some people on bicycles. The trails all go throughout here. It's really nice looking out here. They've done a lot of good work. So I would definitely say if you haven't been out to Turtle Bay, out to this part of Turtle Bay, you definitely need to come check this out. This is just outside of the Arboretum, where the drive-in is just west of me, not very far. And we're just kind of hiking around some of the little trails out in here, just looking for some remnants. Not seeing much except for the road in and out, but other than that, it's pretty cool looking out here. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this first video that we put together for you. I know it's not the best in the world, but we promise we're going to get a little bit better as we go here. So anyway, like I said, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. And if you have any comments or other information that would have been helpful for us here, leave a comment down below. I'm going to have some other links to some other videos that include drive-ins in them. I know that like Bon-Jovi had a video, and also Susie Bogguss did a video with a drive-in set. So anyway, those will be down in the description. And once again, hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks.